How did we get here, babe?
How did we get here?
Get out of London. Come and show me. Let's go. How did we get here, babe?
How did we get here? Well, the story starts about 10 years ago when we first met. We're in London at the time and I was passing through and you cooked me a very delicious vegetarian meal.
Yeah, I invited you over for some lunch. And we both basically in that lunch had shared that we had the same vision to run a retreat space. And that's where the seed was planted.
I guess like that was like a little bit of the magic, and at the time we were just friends.
And of course my beloved, the wonderful, the musical and magical Jack Weaver.
So I thought the universe was playing tricks on me. But anyway, when we did eventually join forces, then we started a journey of looking for the place to hold the Shanti Space. It felt like we were looking through the dark in many ways because we didn't have a clear idea as to where. We just knew that we wanted to create a space for healing and transformation.
Well, we did create a space in London first.
Oh yeah, we did create a space in London first.
We created a space in London where we were offering out of our home yoga spaces, cacao ceremonies and also therapies. And that was the first sort of mini Shanti space that we co-created together.
We travelled to like festivals, didn't we? We went to various festivals.
Yeah, the first
that we were doing like pop-up Shanti spaces.
Pop-up Shanti spaces, cacao ceremonies at Glastonbury, at Burning Man, and many different beautiful festivals that we were part of. And we'd sometimes do some ceremonies out in these spaces, and we'd rent a little shepherd's hut on Airbnb. And it was during one of these ceremonies, we were walking in nature, and we walked past this beautiful barn owl that was dead on the ground and just must have died because it was in perfect condition. Beautiful chestnut white barn owl. And we were like, wow, that's a really powerful sort of symbol. And so we started looking into the meaning of the owl and what it sort of meant about seeing in the dark and wisdom and these sorts of things. And we had headed back to London the next day. And
after quite an intense ceremony.
After a very intense ceremony. And yeah, and I was at the tube station and we were both talking about, should we stay in London, should we go from London? We know we have this vision of wanting to create the Shanti Space in nature. So we were like, should we stay, should we go? And I look over the other side of the train tracks and I go, oh look, there's our barn owl. And on this big billboard was the picture of a barn owl.
Massive barn owl.
Yeah, and in capital letters it said, get out of London. And we both like viscerally felt that.
Such a big sign. I mean, it was just like really, really magical moment where it felt like spirit was just like really like, guys, get the message, you gotta get out. And so then we went on our journey and we left London. It didn't make sense to many people why we were leaving because we didn't know where we were going.
Yeah, we called I created a folder called Project Owl, which was like the idea of like where we might want to go, where we might want the retreat space to be, what kind of lands would interest us, and then quit my job, and yeah, we hit the road. We got a van, and came out to
we went on lots of journeys,
Europe and things to try and find the place because we felt like if we were rooted in London, we wouldn't find it. So
yeah, we needed the space. In hindsight, I think we just needed what we offer here actually, which is that like quiet stillness, just literally the resonance of nature to really get into our own coherence and find that clarity. And yeah, we went on this journey. We ended up coming here to Portugal, and we came and looked at this beautiful land here called Quinta dos Lobos.
Yeah, which means the farm of the wolves. And so the wolf energy, we have some beautiful Iberian wolves next door, which is the neighbouring property, has a wolf sanctuary there, so there's a lot of wolf energy in the space. And when we arrived here, yeah, I was just blown away by the nature and the possibilities that we could do here. And we asked to just stay the night.
You were blown away. I was overwhelmed.
Jess was overwhelmed, yeah.
I was just like, this is so much work. Do you know what you're signing up for? And you were like, this is it. Oh my goodness, this is it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were both right in that sense.
Come and show you. And we converted this from an old Victorian greenhouse into the space that it is now with underfloor heating. Yeah, so this was one of our first projects to do this. We did this with a lot of volunteers. We did the ceiling, the flooring, and built this lovely sort of shade space outside as well. I'll show you also the willow tree that we have out here. So we have this beautiful inside space, especially for cooler weather and to be sort of contained, and then we have a beautiful outside space under the willow tree, as well as the deck that you've seen up there as well. Definitely both right. And yeah, so we had this moment where we stayed the night on the land just to feel it, and we went out to the local restaurant in Malveira, close by, and we both ordered a beer, and the beer was called Coruja, and we didn't know what that meant, but when the beer bottle arrived on the table, there was the owl looking at us, because Coruja in Portuguese means owl. So we had the sort of the sign that this was the space and the place to yeah, initiate the project here. Yeah.
And then when we stayed the night, we were in bed having the conversation about, you know, what our thoughts and feelings were about the space. And outside the window, we heard an owl hooting, like literally just after we were saying the sentence. And so it just really felt like the owl was so present on this journey and felt like a messenger for us.
Yeah.
So that's the story of the owl.
That's the story of the owl. And we have attributed and sort of a beautiful mandala of an owl at our front door as well, just to kind of like
honor that
honor that bird and the message and the force that was guiding us here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mystery and mystery, let's protect her. She's our mother. Strong tree for the next generation. Young roots, yeah. Strong tree. All right, have some fun now. Find your high voice.
So we have other wonderful practitioners coming here and offering their amazing modalities. It can be things like men's work, women's work, qigong, mindfulness, personal kind of like growth work as well. Development work, self-development, and yeah, so we're really kind of like inviting all of these different types of offerings here throughout the year. So hopefully there's a lot for each person to see what resonates with them on their journey as well. So we also offer amazing community events. We love to connect with the local community around here, expats, Portuguese people. We offer kirtans, with singing and mantras, a monthly kirtan we're offering each lunar cycle, and also ecstatic dances as well. We do the ecstatic dances here up on the deck or down in under the willow tree, and they can be really yeah, opening and beautiful experiences. And then also we have some amazing musical concerts. We have some great musicians coming through, and we really feel that music is a powerful way to yeah, send a message, open the heart. It's all frequency. So We love to share different types of music here and wonderful artists that we really resonate with as well. So there's definitely lots on offer. And with it being so close to Lisbon, only about 35 minutes, it means people from the city, they can come out and get here for an afternoon or an evening. And also Ericeira is only 15 minutes away, so if you want to hit the beaches there, it also gives that opportunity as well. Also, a huge part of our experience here has been the land and the nature around us, and really connecting in with the energies here and yeah, all the beings, whether they be trees or other things, are just...
Bees.
Bees?
Yes.
Bees as well.
Butterflies.
Butterflies.
Dragonflies. Frogs.
Hedgehogs.
Hedgehogs. Foxes.
Yeah. There's a lot of...
Lots of birds. There's
Yeah.
lots of beings here.
And lots of owls as well.
Owls.
So yeah, so it's kind of like
Woodpeckers.
see, we've just been like learning to really connect in with the land here and the spirit of the land here. So how we can come in alignment with it and how we can nurture it and make it thrive. So obviously we've tended to the gardens here. We've kind of put in quite a bit of work on our permaculture garden, which grows some food, has a beautiful variety of flowers as well that are kind of like the insects enjoy and like. So that's been a huge learning curve for us because neither of us had much experience working with the land.
Not in this way, it was certainly an initiation.
Yeah.
I guess our main values, community is a big value of ours, like one of the most important values, I'd say. And you know, when people come together from different parts of the world and they can kind of weave in their medicine, their stories and their experiences, they can really support one another in their evolution. And also obviously local community, like Jack was saying, about bringing people together locally and being a meeting point for people to connect with each other has felt really, really essential.
Yeah, that's been really beautiful to hear stories of people that have come here and met at our events and then made connections and someone's had a room for them to rent or something like that, and it gives them a landing pad.
And another value that we really cherish is regenerative culture. So regeneration of the land is obviously a really important aspect of that. So living in harmony with the land, respecting the waters, respecting the resources here, and really like honouring what it is to be a steward of land, to be its guardians rather than being proprietors, actually recognising that our duty and our obligation is to care, actually. Also, another value we cherish is inclusivity. So really allowing our space to be accessible to everyone who feels called to be a part of it. So whether that's through our community events or whether it's through the retreats and people that want to receive what's here, ensuring that we can facilitate that as best we can so that there's access for those who might not have otherwise the opportunities to receive these beautiful experiences.
The space is also, I feel like, is such a wonderful space to learn a new modality. So we have some wonderful trainings happening here as well. So if you're interested to become a yoga teacher or you're interested to become a breathwork facilitator, I think next year we have these offerings where these amazing facilitators are going to be offering these sorts of trainings. So that's also a really wonderful thing that the space creates as a learning centre as well. Oh, baby!
We're also a very family-friendly place. You know, it's a family-run retreat centre. We have our little girl, Sky, who's nearly 2 years old at the moment, and it's really important for us that our community also has a space where they can bring their children. So a lot of our community events welcome kids. Yeah, the space feels like it's not necessarily just ours. We're more like the guardians of it, but generally it's very much a space for everyone, and everyone who's a part of it is a part of its creation. This tree also just grew. It just like appeared, and it's amazing. It's just
nature.
Yeah, it's just so amazing. I'm in awe when I watch like things just grow here, and we don't even plant them, and they just appear and they start growing. all the old windows on the house, and so we upcycled them. We basically, well, I say we, I didn't we, but my brother Jack and a friend of ours just basically just built it. Just put all the bits of wood together and built it.
Let's go.